Halo, selamat pagi, semangat pagi generasi pembelajar. Kuliah pengantar ilmu pertanian diawali dengan pembahasan ruang lingkup dan sejarah pertanian. Leaders generasi pembelajar, pertanian dalam arti luas adalah pemanfaatan sumber daya hayati untuk keperluan bahan pangan, bahan baku industri, dan sumber energi. Jadi secara luas, pertanian membawa sumber daya hayati, baik sumber daya nabati atau tanaman tumbuhan, dan juga sumber daya hewani dari pertanian bahkan juga perikanan. Sehingga konsep atau ruang lingkup ilmu pertanian sangat luas, mencakup ilmu pertanian itu sendiri, ilmu kehutanan, ilmu peternakan, ilmu teknologi hasil pertanian, sampai kepada ilmu perikanan, dan seterusnya. Jadi leaders generasi pembelajar, mahasiswa yang mengambil mata kuliah PIP ini, kita akan mempelajari selama pertemuan ini bagaimana ilmu pertanian akan memberikan sumbangsih kontribusi bagi kemajuan peradaban manusia. Mahasiswa pengambil mata kuliah PIP, FAO sudah memprediksi bahwa pada tahun 2050 jumlah populasi manusia sekitar 9,7 miliar manusia. Pertanyaannya adalah bagaimana kita selaku agronom, selaku pelaku pertanian memberi makan populasi yang banyak tersebut. Jawabannya adalah bagaimana kita bisa mengelola sumber daya alam secara berkelanjutan. Salah satu sumber daya alam yang harus kita kelola dengan bijak dan berkelanjutan adalah sumber daya pertanian. Ruang lingkup pertanian meliputi proses produksi yang terbentuk dari bahan-bahan nabati atau dari bahan hewani. Dan semua proses produksi tersebut hendaknya dikelola sebagai sebuah usaha tani dengan tujuan untuk melipat gandakan hasil atau produksi itu dalam rangka memenuhi kebutuhan pangan manusia dan juga memenuhi kebutuhan bahan baku industri dan juga sebagai sumber energi. Dan semua usaha tani itu harus memperhatikan aspek lingkungannya atau memperhatikan aspek pelestarian keseimbangan sumber daya alam. Nah, selanjutnya, menurut sejarah pertanian, kita melihat bahwa pertanian mengalami sebuah evolusi. Dimulai dari pengumpulan hasil, pada masa itu nenek moyang kita belum menggunakan alat teknologi. Motivasi mereka hanya untuk memenuhi kebutuhan pangan atau subsisten, memenuhi kebutuhan pangan keluarganya sendiri. Kemudian seluruh dan kemajuan waktu, manusia mulai berpikir, manusia berakal budi, kemudian bagaimana mengembangkan pertanian itu secara lebih baik lagi. Maka digunakanlah alat-alat teknologi, mulai dari alat teknologi yang sederhana sampai alat teknologi yang lebih maju. Pada masa ini manusia sudah berpikir bagaimana melipat gandakan hasilnya ini untuk keperluan yang tidak hanya memenuhi kebutuhan keluarga, tapi juga memenuhi kebutuhan komunitas dan masyarakatnya pada waktu itu. Dan sekarang ini pertanian sudah masuk kepada era pertanian modern yang mana aneka macam alat teknologi pertanian sudah digunakan, diterapkan di lapangan dalam rangka memenuhi kebutuhan pangan manusia melalui pertanian. Dan seluruh aspek pertanian ini harus dikelola secara sustainable atau berkelanjutan. Baik generasi pembelajar, mata kuliah PIP ini dalam aspek pembahasan ruang lingkup dan sejarah pertanian akan dibahas oleh mahasiswi Bapak Anissa Amanda, Prodi Agronomi Angkatan 2021. Ia menyampaikan dalam bahasa Inggris yang sederhana, yang mudah dipahami. Baik, leaders generasi pembelajar, students today, leaders tomorrow.
Hello everyone, it's an honor to have this fantastic opportunity to present my study about Introduction to Agricultural Science. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Anissa Amanda, a sixth semester from Department of Agronomy and Horticulture Students. And without further ado, let's get started. Definition of agricultural science. Agriculture is about utilize biological resources for food, materials, and energy production while managing the environment. Includes crop cultivation, livestock, terracing, and processing with microorganisms. Agricultural science is an applied science that uses tools, techniques, procedures, methods, and principles of science for the cultivation of plants, crops, vegetables, livestock, and animals. Farming is the essence of agriculture, carried out by farmers. Agricultural science optimizes crop, livestock, and environmental management for higher yields. Farmers, farmers choose crops based on food or market demands, considering factors like climate and economics. Agronomy specifically deals with plant cultivation and usage. Research and development in agricultural science. Production methods includes irrigation management as well as nitrogen input recommendation. Increase productivity through selection of drought-resistant plants and animals, development of new pesticide, yield sensing technology, plant growth model simulation, and in vitro cell culture. Primary product conversion, starting from production, preservation to packaging. Prevention and repair of environmental damage through soil conservation, controlling land degradation, waste management, and bioremediation. Theoretical production ecology related to crop production modeling, improve subsistence agriculture, feeding most of the world's poor with a better integration with natural ecological system, may be more sustainable than the modern agricultural system. 1.2 Scope of agricultural science. According to Jones, agriculture involves modern process-based biophysical models of crops and livestock, statistical models based on historical observation, and optimization models and economic simulation at household, regional, and global scales. Farming. Farming is about a collection of activities in cultivating plants and animals, such as farming, livestock cultivation, and other activities related to agricultural production. Raw materials and agro-industrial products is about the process of the producing food, livestock, and agro-industrial product by utilizing plant and animal resources. Cultivation of plants and animals includes activities such as farming, raising livestock, and cultivating livestock. In agriculture, it's not just about cultivation. There are 1. Provision of organic materials. Agricultural production processes that involve the information of organic materials from inorganic substances with the help of plants or animals. Second, product processing. Stage of processing agricultural products such as sugar making, rice processing, cheese making, and so on. Third, produce marketing. It's about marketing activities for agricultural products both traditionally and through industry. Fourth, agricultural technology is the use of technology in agriculture, including the use of the modern agricultural machinery. Fifth, agricultural management, manage and management of agricultural business, including land management, finance, human resources, and others. Sixth, fishing and forest exploitation. In some cases, research extraction such as fishing and forest exploitation can be considered as a part of agriculture too. History of agricultural development. In prehistoric period, humans only act as food gatherers. Plant development occurs through taming and selection. In Neolithic, food production began to occur with the planting and cultivation of plants. The emergence of agriculture as a source of human life. Agriculture is developing in various parts of the world. In prehistoric period Indonesia, the arrival of Austronesian migrants who brought agricultural technology to Indonesia, development of farming and rice cultivation and other cultivation too. Development of farming business. In ninth century, the science of farming began to develop in America by I.P. Robert Underboss and Hales circa around 18 1874 to 1895. Farming research was carried by Swelin Gapkley in Indonesia around 1875. In 20th century, farming is developed based on socio-economic goals and principles, divided into three groups: capitalism, community socialist, and family farming. The development of Indonesian's agricultural sector makes a significant contribution to economic growth by providing food security, poverty alleviation, employment opportunities, and community income. 1.4 Sustainable agriculture. Sustainable agriculture is the management of agricultural researchers to meet human needs while protecting the environment. Dr. Peter Guering in 1993 notes four positive tendencies. 1. Change in farmers' attitudes. Farmers in developed countries are starting to reject energy-intensive farming systems, switching to low-input farming. In Indonesia, NGOs and researchers encourage environmentally friendly for agriculture. 2. Demand for organic products. The demand for organic agricultural products is increasing, especially in developed other countries such as Germany. Organic agriculture can play an important role in achieving the Sustainable Development Goals by 2030 with the policy framework that triggers the transition and encourage sustainable agriculture. 3. Linkage between farmers and consumers. Linkage between farmers and consumers drive more transformation of agriculture towards a more market-oriented system. 4. Policy change. Agricultural policies need to pay attention to environmental sustainability. In Indonesia, agricultural development must be balanced with the natural sustainability too. Conclusion. Agricultural science is about using plants and animals to make food, materials, and energy while taking care of the nature. It includes growing crops, raising animals, processing food. Agricultural science helps make farming better and more sustainable. It covers everything from the research to how farms are run and how products are made and sold. Agriculture has been important for the longest time, helping economies grow and societies develop. Sustainable agriculture is about farming in a way that keeps the environment healthy while still meeting people's needs. Some good things happening now include using less energy in farming, more people wanting organic food, farmers and customers working more closely together, and governments making rules to protect nature too. Agriculture is still really important today for making money, having enough food, and keeping our planet safe. And this is the references that I applied in this presentation. I think that's it. Thank you for your watching. Hopefully, it will help burden our knowledge. Uh, Goodbye. See you next time.